Dear listeners of the AUIB FM 101.5, you're still listening to the Uni Voice Show. But now we are officially in the Meet the Expert segment, and we shed a light today on a symbolic and a deeply meaningful academic event in the life of every dental student, the wet coat ceremony. This global tradition represents a student's transition from classroom learning to clinical responsibility, marking the beginning of professional and ethical commitment to serve the humanity. The College of Dentistry at AUIB celebrates this occasion with pride, emphasizing the values and principles that define the medical profession. Today, we are pleased to welcome Dr. Nعمان, Dean of the College of Dentistry at AUIB, to talk about the significance of the wet coat ceremony, its origins, and the college's recent partnerships and achievements that aligned it with global standards in the dental education. So I want to say at the first side, hello and welcome, Dr. Nعمان.
Thank you for the kind introduction, and thank you for having me today.
You're welcome. Well, you are one of the first guests in the Uni Voice show, and especially in the Meet the Expert segments, and I want to begin with this question. Could you tell us what the white coat ceremony represents for the dental student?
Well, the white coat ceremony is a common event that is usually having place during their clinical training, the transition from the preclinical to the clinical training. So, dental students, they start training on mannequins, on teeth. And then at some point they need to train under supervision, of course, on patients. And this is an important and stressful event that marks their studies. And this is a common event in North American universities, whether for the medical or the dental professions. It's very important for the students to go through this process, because this is where they understand what kind of profession they're having, and the kind of care that they will have to provide for their patients. So it's not only about education, it's about care, it's about transition into the clinical activity, about them doing the oath, and, everything that goes with any kind of medical profession.
Well, I witnessed that, and it was a very emotional moment for all the students and their parents. And I want to ask you, where did this academic tradition originate? And why does it continue to hold a great importance today, until today?
Well, it's as I told you, it's very, very common, and it originated in North American universities, and it's still, I would say, performed on regular basis, annual basis, for those students, and it's part of their training and their transition. It's somehow.
Is it the first time that an American Iraqi university celebrate this occasion here in Iraq?
Yes, it is. To my knowledge, it is. It's our second ceremony at the College of Dentistry at AUIB, but I think we are
the first university
we're
do that.
We're the first implementing this in the region as well.
In the region?
Yeah.
Well, that's surprising.
Yeah.
So, who gave this idea to celebrate the white coat ceremony and be the first university in the region who do that or did that?
Well, since we are an American-style university, so we are following the American standards. Although we are providing everything that goes with the Ministry and the Ministry of Education standards, we are also following American standards, and this is part of them.
Okay. So how does the college prepare and organize to the event, and who usually participates? The faculty, students, or maybe both?
Yes, to organize this kind of events, it takes a lot of efforts from our staff, faculty, and of course students. So you need to train them, and this is also part of the profession, because they need to go by standards, they need to go in line, they need to be very well organized. So this is also, I would say, self-development for the students.
So is it like a mini graduation for the dental students and the pharmaceutical student?
Definitely, definitely. It's, I would say, the first step for the graduation.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, does the ceremony includes an oath or pledge by the students, and what is the symbolic meaning for that?
Well, yes, it does, and this is the main part of the ceremony. So once the students, they have their lab coat, the white coat, they recite the oath. So we had for this year, we have our associate dean, Dr. Zach. He was reciting the oath, and the students were repeating after him. And so we have prepared and edited the oath. They have also studied the oath because it's very ethical, you know. And this is how they would, it's a kind of a pledge that they will be taking care of their patients, and they will abide by the ethical and all the procedures that goes with the profession.
So you said it's not spontaneous what is written in this oath. You study what's written before you give it to the student?
Of course, we've prepared the oath previously, and we prepare the students. They have courses about ethics, and this is where they do this oath related to, I would say, practice ethically the dental profession.
Okay, so in what ways does this event, the white coat ceremony, prepare students to transition from practical or preclinical studies to real patient care?
Well, let me tell you that any student who is starting his medical studies or dental studies, their first moment is the time they buy or they get their white coat, and they want to display the white coat everywhere, in their car, when commuting, everywhere. So, however, when they start, they have the first 2 or 3 years where they're just doing the preclinical setting, and then at some moment they will start really getting close to patients and performing clinical activity. And at this moment, so yesterday, they understand the meaning of this, that it's not only about education. Again, it's really a very important transition in their life, because this is going to mark their life and their profession as well.
Of course. So what new academic initiatives or partnerships in the College of Dentistry introducing to enhance students' practical experience after this milestone event?
Well, now that our students, they're reaching their 5th year, next semester, they will be expanding their clinical activity as we do it in all colleges in Western countries. And now they will also expand to more community activities, including care for adults, for special needs patients, for young patients. So this is the big part of their clinical training.
So it's not just a regular occasion. There is something after it, and it's really something that will leverage their knowledge in the dental field. So what message would you like to share with the new students as they wear the white coat for the first time?
Yeah, well, we had during the ceremony an important moment. So the faculty were behind the students,
yes,
and they were holding their lab coats, and they assisted them in wearing the lab coat. This is a symbol also saying that they're not alone. We will always be behind them, assisting them and mentoring them through their studies. So this is a kind of, I would say, providing them more security about this transition. And we will always be with them, even once they graduate, because this is how it works. You know, many students, even when they graduate, then they become colleagues, they go back to faculty asking about what would you do, This is how we build relations with our students and future colleagues.
So it's not the end of the road, it's the beginning to be a colleague for these students in their academic and professional knowledge in the future. I want to ask you, how many students participate in this occasion wearing the white coat?
Yeah, we had 185 students. They participated during that lab coat ceremony.
Well, that's a huge number.
It is, and
Well,
we are very proud of them.
I mean, you have to be proud. This is a big achievement. Finally, Dr. Nada Na'man, how do you envision the future of the College of Dentistry at AUIB in the coming years?
I believe it's going to be great, fantastic. We have fantastic students, very smart students, and very ambitious. Our faculty are doing a great job, and our staff, they're marvelous. And I believe we have a great future, expanding our activity to graduate programs very soon. This is very challenging, but this is the future.
Dr. Nada Na'man, the Dean of the Dental College or the Dentistry College here at AUIB, I want to say thank you. I'm very happy and proud to have you with us today. And I want to say congratulations for this big achievement.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.